shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender.
Churchill made that speech in late June 1940, when the German army stood on the coast of France and the Battle of Britain was about to be fought. We'll fight in the hills. We shall never surrender. Except, he might have added, here in the islands. It was decided that the Channel Islands should be undefended. They were declared a demilitarized zone. But by some extraordinary oversight, the Germans were not informed of this decision. So the Luftwaffe launched air raid attacks on St. Peter Port in Guernsey, on St. Helier Harbour here in Jersey. The results were bloody.
We were on the promenade, my brother and I, outside the hotel. And suddenly, being boys interested in aircraft, we spotted 3 aircraft coming up from the French coast, from the east. And we were looking at them, wondering what they were. They were quite low. And suddenly we could see sort of little silvery marks coming out from underneath them and a faint sizzling noise. And my father, who was working on the front of the hotel, putting shutters up to close it up for the war, came across to us and asked us what we were looking at, and we pointed out to him. We said, we think they're Heinkel bombers, German. And he looked at these vapor trails. He said, quick, get inside, they're bombing us.
It was claimed later that the German pilots thought that army trucks were parked up by the docks in St. Peter Port and in St. Helier, and therefore were legitimate targets. But in fact, the lorries were full of tomatoes and potatoes for export. The 2 raids left 44 people dead and created fear and panic amongst the islanders.
The percussion was just tremendous. The building shook and it was very noisy. And then they roared over us, the sound of the aero engines very close, firing the machine guns. And we realized, of course, they'd also bombed the harbour because we could hear fainter explosions from the other side of the fort.
They were incredible things because they'd all been painted. They'd been painted with shark's teeth in their forward structure. And they were hell-bent on frightening the population, which they succeeded in doing with me.